Hey there everybody, it's Mark Crilley. I'm back with another how to draw tutorial. I've had a lot of people asking for a video about how to get the manga head shape drawn correctly, and having done that, where to place the facial features, the eyes, getting the nose, the mouth in the right place. So that's what this is going to be focusing on. And be warned, if you want to get lines in the right place, the trick to doing that is guidelines. I know a lot of people hate to do guidelines. And if you do hate guidelines, you're going to hate this video. But for the rest of you, let's just jump in here and start drawing some guidelines for getting the head shape right. Now what I'm doing here is drawing a circle, a little more like an oval, really, than a circle. It's not a perfect circle, let's put it that way. And it's just a little wider from side to side than from top to bottom. Now this lower section of it right down here is eventually going to get erased, but let's just leave this now. In fact, most of it gets erased. Here's maybe the trickiest part of getting the head shape right. You've got this line over here, this sort of curved line on the circle. When you come down just a little past the curve, drop a line straight down here. Okay? And then curve, kind of following that first circular line that you did, but you're coming to a gentle kind of a point down here. And then you start to loop back up. I'm not going to really bother to finish that line because it doesn't really get finished in the final drawing. And having done that, let's go ahead and get some other lines in here. I'm going to make one straight line that goes right across the middle, roughly. And then make another line that is going right across the middle from top to bottom. Okay. From there, I'm going to make another line that's a little fairly close to this one, maybe 1/4 of that distance from here to here. I know this is boring, bear with me, it's going to get more interesting as we go. And between this line and this line, let's just draw a line that's right halfway between the two of them. Okay, this is going to help you place the eyes. And speaking of the eyes, let's go ahead and draw circles for the eyes. So you've got this line here, you've got these two lines here. If you draw a kind of an oval right here, that's going to help you place the first eye. Okay? Now imagine that eye, you're not drawing it, but imagine two of those eyes side by side, and you leave a space that is that width, and then you draw another oval. This one a little narrower from side to side. This is the second eye. And I don't know if I have any trick for helping you understand this distance here, but just keep in mind that it's close to this line but not actually touching it. Okay, now we've got the placement of the eyes. After that, let's go ahead and get a mouth in here. And I should say right now that, there are just endless varieties of head shape. And this one is going to be kind of cartoony, cute manga style. Let me just talk quickly about the mouth. Again, so many different ways of doing the mouth, but I'm just going to do a little happy smiling mouth. You can put anything you want in here, but this video is mainly about the placement of where it is. Notice that the line coming straight down here at the beginning tells us where that mouth line roughly is going to start, and then you have it stop well before it comes to the cheek. One of the easiest things is to go up from here to that first line of the circle and just drop a dot there, kind of between this eye, more or less straight above this mouth line, and that gives you the placement of the nose. That's one of the easier things. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little more detail to these eyes. She's sort of turning away from us but looking back at us, and that means that you have a couple of lines coming off of the circles that you just drew to the right. And this first line that you put here that was sort of halfway between those, that's a great one for telling you where the eyebrows are going to go. So starting just above this circle here and kind of going further, it's not directly above it because she's turning away from you. You can indicate a nice long eyebrow here that goes a good, one more of these circles to the right. And much smaller over here is a second eyebrow. Now let's get the placement of the ear. I don't know if I have a hard and fast rule for this, but if you kind of draw a line over here off of that first circle, that can give you a place to drop the ear in. I'm going to drop this one in just a little below that line where the eyes are, and not extending quite as low as where the mouth is. And that helps me understand where the ears go. I have a feeling people who are having problem with the facial feature placement are not so worried about the ears. It's mainly the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And so you can see we're getting pretty close to where we want everything to be. I'm going to go ahead and add a little extra detail to the eyes, although again this is not a video so much about giving you all the detailed stuff. It's more about the placement of the facial features. Let's go ahead and get a neck in here, kind of coming down from that ear. We can put a just very gently curving line for the back of the neck, and coming over here to the left past the chin, a line more or less straight down for the rest of that neck. And we're almost there really in terms of the placement of all the features. I don't want this video to be so much about how to draw hair. Everyone can kind of find their own way, but I'm going to go ahead and drop in some lines to indicate this female character's hairstyle. I've got some other videos about how to draw hair. I'm sure I can always use some more. But as I said, this video is really... Oh, and notice as I do the hair that I had that circle there. The hair is just going to be a little bit above that circle, just as it would be on the human head. You're not going to have the hair so flat down on top of that circle. So just give yourself a little bit of a gap there when drawing the hair. But like I said, this is kind of cartoony, cute manga style. And so if there's anyone out there who wants something a little more serious looking, I'd say like Death Note or that kind of a thing, where it's closer to actual human anatomy. If you'd like to see that kind of video, just let me know, and I'll be happy to do one that follows that. A little trickier probably, because like I said, it is closer to real human anatomy, and so that always takes a little extra effort. But let me just go ahead and finish this up. I've done a lot of videos lately that are line by line, and they go on for quite a long time. And some people get a little sick of me talking, and who can blame them? I get sick of me talking sometimes too. So I'm going to kick this into time-lapse real fast, finish up the details of it, and be back to give you some final words. Alright, well there you go. Sorry I had to time-lapse through so much of the last part of the illustration just to keep this video short. If you do want to see a video where I talk more about the shading and all that sort of final detail stuff, by all means let me know. I'd be happy to do it. But for now, let me just thank everyone for subscribing, for leaving comments, and just for all of your support, including, as always, those of you who have purchased my manga series, Miki Falls. I greatly appreciate the support. Just this past weekend, I was at the JAFAX anime convention. It was a blast, and I got to sell copies of the book directly to people right then and there. It was really a lot of fun. But let's go ahead and end this video, and thank you for watching. I really hope you found this video useful, and I will be back with another one real soon.